Hi guys, good morning guys. Let me clean the screen a little bit. All right, looks it doesn't look too clear, but then uh, I hope you guys at least can see me and hear me clearly. All right, so yesterday I wasn't able to come online. I wanted to come online so that we can at least chat a little bit, but I wasn't feeling well, and my baby also was up. She wasn't sleeping. She went to sleep very late, so I decided to put it today, so that at least today we can talk a little bit. At least if you are not online, I can still leave my message across. When you come back online, you can watch it because I still have to do a video about Argentina that I had a request from one of my viewers to as well. All right, so let's talk about visa free problems, visa on arrival problems. Sometimes there are times that you want to visit a country, your passport in the country has visa free, but yet you are scared to try to travel to that place. You understand? Not that you are scared, but sometimes it's the money involved. You understand? Is the what? Is the money involved because you are going to put you are going to put so much money in the move, and then maybe something goes wrong at the port of entry, then you lose a lot of money, like your ticket, the money, like you lose a whole lot of money. All right, so this is why I'm here today. I have traveled with I have traveled on visa on arrival. No, sorry, I have traveled with visa free before. I have that experience. So I decided to come and then share with you guys how normally it works. If you want to travel to a visa free country, first thing first, you have to go and then read a little bit about the country, how much they spend a day, like on a, like if you're a tourist. And yeah, shout out to Alex. I see you, Alex. I hope you are doing fine and great. I'm taking my medication, so most definitely I will recover so that I can vlog more for you guys. So back to the issue. When you are traveling to such places like visa-free countries, and you want to prepare yourself, there are some countries like in the west of Africa, okay, there are countries which travel to a whole lot of Latin American countries and Asian countries on a free visa. But the problem is, most of the time, people do they don't prepare properly before traveling with visa-free passports. You understand? When we say visa-free, it doesn't mean you just buy your ticket and then go. You understand? You don't. Hello, Inyola Alamid Alamid. Yes, if I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Yes, yes. You see me in Brazil soon. I'll be looking forward to meet you if you come to Brazil. Then we can have some nice time, chat, vlog, and then talk about our experiences. All right. So when we talk about visa on arrival or visa free, you don't necessarily like have to instantly buy a ticket and then go. There are some informations you have to gather before you plan your trip. First of all, if you want to travel to, for example, Ecuador, your passport gives you visa free to Ecuador, or your passport gives you visa free to some place like Panama. Some people will say, don't do it. If you do it, you are going to be deported and stuff like that. No, it doesn't work like that. Each and every single person, with how you have to carry yourself around, when you are traveling or you are going to a place. There are some people who don't know how to carry themselves around. Wow, this is so lovely. Yes, I want to visit Kazakhstan too. I want to visit Kazakhstan someday. I want to. There are places in the Eastern Europe I want to visit. I want to visit Kazakhstan. I want to visit Uzbekistan also. I want to visit. There are some places I really want to visit in the Eastern Europe area. Yes, I want to visit those places because they are like a dream. I want to visit there. Yes, I heard. Yeah, I heard it's very very cold. But I've been to Russia. I've been to what do you call it? I've been to Denmark. I've been to what do you call it? I've been to a whole lot of places. I can't even remember. But I still want to visit the Eastern European country like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan. I want to visit these places because I want to see the lifestyle over there. You understand? For me, I think it is interesting to see the lifestyle in the Eastern Europe. Okay, so run back to the topic where I was talking about the visa on arrival. Your passport might be traveling to Panama, Ecuador on visa free. But you see, before you do this travel, there are people who normally have gotten some bad experience from this kind of travel. And it doesn't mean that if they have that kind of bad experience, you are going to have that same experience. No, it doesn't work like that. You understand? We should use my passport, for example. I went to London and I was using a Brazilian passport to London. Normally, what happens is that a whole lot of people do get problems when they are going to London from Brazil or something. But you see, the thing is, the way you carry yourself around when you get there, because I know some few people who tried to go to London with the Brazilian passport and they get issues at the port of entry. You understand? But I didn't have any issues. I actually simply got like only two questions and I answered them perfectly and I went my way. It is visa free. So let me see. Victorious, don't forget to leave my message with Kasimi. Victorious, don't forget to leave my my shout out to Kasimi. All right, so like I was saying, when somebody travel to a visa-free country and they don't get the chance to go or enter the country, you are different from that person. That's one. First of all, you have to look at how to get yourself like in place before you travel to that place. And secondly, you have to look at the places you are going to pass when you are buying your ticket. These are some of the things you have to look at. You understand? Like for example, you are going to Ecuador, you can go with Ethiopia Airlines, you can go with South African Airlines, you can go with what do you call it, Air Maroc, you can go with there are like Turkish Airlines, you can travel with these airlines. You understand? But then if you are going to a visa-free country, pay attention very well. First of all, don't don't book hotels that it's going to be more than 7 days. Hotels for more than 7 days is not a good idea. Period. Don't do it. You have to make sure you make a maximum of 7 days or maximum 8 days when you are booking your hotel. And secondly, you have to check the country. How much do people spend a day? You understand? The quality of life over there. How much do they spend a day? There are countries that they don't spend more than $50 a day. Like they don't spend more than $50 a day. So therefore, this kind of if they don't spend more than $50, therefore you have to calculate your stay in the country by two times, which is if they spend $50, you have to calculate by two. Then you do it like you are going to spend $100 a day in that country. You understand? So therefore, if you are going to spend like 7 days in the country, you have to arrange an amount of $700 plus extra $300. Why do you have why do you need that extra $300? That extra $300 is for emergency. You understand? And secondly, thirdly, you have to make sure you have a travel insurance. You understand? Travel insurance is what? Is very, very important. It plays a very vital role when you are traveling. It shows that you are really prepared and you know what you are going for. There are some secret people don't know. They just do it. And also don't forget your yellow card. The yellow card is very, very important. There are countries which will simply deny you entry because of yellow card. You might have everything in place, and because of yellow card, they won't allow you to enter the country. That is another thing. You have to make sure when you are going on a visa-free tour, like visa-free country, don't book your hotel more than 7 days or 8 days. Maximum should be 8 days. And the money that you are going to hold should be at least the minimum, listen, minimum of what? $1,000. And make sure you have a travel insurance. Why do you need the travel insurance? When you get there, they ask you so many questions, and if you get sick and there is a problem, how are you going to solve it? You let them know that your travel insurance covers everything. So therefore, you don't have any problem, you don't have any intention to rely on their facilities, their government facilities over there. You don't have any interest. You are 100% prepared to come and just enjoy your vacation, do your shopping, and then leave. So therefore, these are some of the things you have to consider when you are traveling. That is why people do get deported sometimes when they travel with visa free, because they don't look at all these things. And when they go they go to agencies to help them, those agencies themselves, they are not good enough to even coach you with this. Because the agencies, most of the time, they are more interested in your money. You understand? They'll get your money, they'll get you the ticket, they just do some, even the reservations, most of the time, the reservation they don't do genuine reservation, they just do editing. You understand? So when they do the editing and you get there, what happens is that sometimes at the airport, they like to take the hotel number to call the hotel to see if for real you have reserved. You don't necessarily need to pay. You don't have to pay. You can reserve the hotel so that if the airport immigration, they call the hotel will tell them, yes, we have his reservation. You understand? And make sure you don't say something out of the box, which is what? If you are going to spend 5 days or 6 days at the hotel, you have to make sure that when you get to the airport, they ask you, you tell them, I'm going to stay for 5 nights, 7 nights at the hotel. So that if they call the hotel will also tell them the same thing. You understand? So the problem that people go through when they are traveling on a visa-free passport, these are some of the problems. They don't buy travel insurance. That's one. They don't organize their declaration, the money that they are going to spend, they don't do it. And also, last of all, they don't confirm their hotels before they go. And you have to be what? Finally, you have to have the confidence. When you get there, they ask you your questions, you answer them the way they want them. Oh, what are you here to do? I'm here for holiday. What do you do back home? I have a shop. How much do you make back home? I make this amount of money. And why do you choose this country instead of another country? I just watch interesting videos about this country, and once it's a visa-free country, I don't need to go through a whole lot of process, but I decided to come here for the first time holiday to see how to see how the vacation out here is. I might recommend to some family and members too. Like, you have to be very confident. Let me tell you a story. My first time when I went to Denmark, I went to Denmark to visit my family in Denmark. I have family in Denmark. So when I went to Denmark, what happened was that at the port of entry, I was stopped and asked a lot of questions. I was using a Ghanaian passport when I got to Denmark. And I had the visa that I had was a France visa in my Ghanaian passport. So when I got to Denmark, I was being stopped and asked questions. And the funny thing was that the passport that I was using, I had a lot of visas in my Ghanaian passport. And each and every single visa in my passport states that I traveled and spent 7 days in each country. Okay, so when I got there, simply the immigration stopped me and started asking me questions. The first question was, what are you coming to do in Copenhagen, in Denmark? And I told them I was coming for a vacation. And they asked me, do you know somebody? I said, yes, I'm coming to visit my family in Copenhagen. And they asked me, how long has your family been living in Copenhagen? And I tell them, my family has been living in Copenhagen for the past 30 years. And they asked me, do you have money to spend in Copenhagen? And I said, yes, I have money to spend in Copenhagen. Are you not going to rely on your family? I said, if they give me food and stuff, fine, but I have my own money apart from visiting them. And they asked me, why did I use a visa from France? Instead of going to France, I decided to come to Copenhagen. And I said, you didn't hear what I said. I said, I am coming to Copenhagen to visit my family. So why? And they asked me again, why didn't you apply the visa at the Danish embassy and you applied at the France embassy? And I told them, look, I didn't even have interest in coming to Denmark in the first place. I was going to a meeting in France. So the meeting was canceled. You can see that I have 2 of the France visa in my passport. The meeting was canceled 2 times. So that this ticket that I'm using to Copenhagen is an even free ticket that I had from my workplace. And they said, okay, fine. I should give them the contact, my family contact. I give them my family contact. They contact my family and they talk to my family. And my family told them that they were expecting me, blah, 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 blah. And I say, yes. And they say, oh, do you know we can decide not to let you enter? And I told them, look, if you don't want me to enter, don't waste my time. Let me go back to Brazil. And they say, oh, no, you don't have to be upset. I say, yes, I'm already upset because I told you all you want to know and you are still provoking me. So if you don't want me to enter, simply let me go back. And they say, no, we are sorry. Have a nice stay. After your 7 days trip, make sure you leave Copenhagen. And I tell them, I won't even spend that 7 days. I might be changing my ticket in 5 days because I have to be in Ghana in 6 days. And they just give me entering and I went my way. So sometimes you go through immigration problems like this. You have to be confident and you have to know how to carry yourself around the immigration. Each and every single person is a different person. When somebody travels to a visa free and he or she is being deported, it doesn't mean that you are going to be deported. So when you are traveling to a visa free country, my friend, my brother, my sister, make sure you prepare yourself, book your hotel, and confirm that your hotel has been reserved properly, and also get a travel insurance, and your yellow travel card. Make sure make sure you get it before you travel, because these 3 things are very, very important: travel insurance, hotel reservation, and also what do you call it? The yellow card is very, very important. Make sure you get it before you travel. And when you are buying your ticket, make sure you look at the route where the flight is going to pass before you do what? before you buy your ticket, so that you don't have any transit visa issue. All right, guys, I will, if you have any question, you can still leave your questions at the comment section, and I will make sure I do what? I respond to your questions, because I am thinking about going offline very soon. All right, guys. So I'll leave you guys here. Don't forget to support the Supreme Leader. I love you guys. Leave your comments and questions at the comment section. Send me emails or message me on Instagram. If you want my WhatsApp, I can get in touch with you through Instagram with my WhatsApp. Then we can still communicate. I try my best to get in touch with everybody, answer everybody's question. If you message me and I don't reply you in time, it doesn't mean that I haven't seen your message. I will check it and definitely respond to your question. And also, I will make sure I give you the right information that you want. So, guys, I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also click the bell button after subscription, and share the channel. See you in my next vlog.